Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? Amazing show for you guys today. So every week we do the weekly update and the weekend update. Today is your weekly update. It's going to be a real fun one. We got so much to talk about. So much is going on right now. We got the commoners, a bunch of ordinals that are all on uncommon sats. 10,000 collection, the first 10,000 collection on uncommon sats. We can get into that. Omnisat just did some new stuff. They added track. We're gonna get into the RSIC, a lot with that stuff. We can't really get into that. Karma token, Foxy metaverse, and we're getting into some Genesis cat sold for 6.3 Bitcoin. It's gonna be a great show. And then, as always, we're gonna go into all your token prices, all the market caps. It's gonna be really, really fun. So without further ado, let me bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's up? Ordinals are dead. Goose. Curse goose, baby.
Goose. Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Yep.
Where'd you get that hoodie?
You know what? I came across this amazing Ordinal news and amazing resource website called ordinalrevolution.com, and they had amazing merch and thread store. So I was on there. I was freaking shopping all night, bought like 4 different things. So you're gonna see more. You're gonna see more on the episodes coming up.
Yeah, man. Definitely check that out, guys. ordinalrevolution.com, and you can see a little banner up top. You click on that or you go to the store. But yeah, let's kind of get into the show. Like, how was your week, man?
The week that, there's it's crazy because like people like us that have been in the space for a while, of course, whenever Bitcoin does something or there's like something anticipated, we're very involved with that because we're in the Bitcoin space, but Bitcoin ecosystem, right? But like when things might not go our way, because a lot of people expected a huge, green candle with the Bitcoin ETF, it doesn't phase us because we've been through like how I talked to you earlier, we've been through like world wars in terms of bear markets, and we've seen all these like, hard times. So we know that we're out of that muck. And, now it's just kind of like healthy corrections and heading into the halving. We know where it's heading to, but we're staying busy with like being excited with the stuff that's being built. And there's so much being built. February is going to be an amazing month. And I think the end of January as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, obviously, like in the bigger aspect of Bitcoin, GChat, GBTC is selling. You got, Sam Bankman-Fried's old company selling nonstop. It's a lot of selling going on. And then we got news today about, potentially Mt. Gox getting their repayment. So there's a lot of stuff like that over there. But over here, man, I'm having a time of my life, man. I'm hitting BRC 420s the other day. That was great. And that's one thing that we got to talk about as well. It's not on our list. But there's just so much going on. We got the uncommons, the commoners on the uncommon sats. Then I'm getting airdrop these R6. Man, I'm having fun in Ordinals. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doom and gloom, but over here in Ordinals, man, we're having the time of our lives. So
yeah, and I think that that says a lot of us being in the right place because we experienced slow times in Ordinals last year, but it was never like super boring to where we were just like, we don't want to be here anymore. You know what I mean? But like other chains, that did happen last year, like people were just like, there was no interest, there was no activity. But over here, that's how you can tell like we're truly in early and innovation still happening and stuff, because we're excited about like stuff that we were expecting to happen during this time right now, like months ago. So for us, it's just like, the layer 2 solutions. And a lot of these people are coming over trying to kind of make a splash over here that haven't necessarily been over here, but people like us that have been over here and a lot of our community and our audience, they are the ones that know the ones that have been building for this entire time, like Merlin chain that's coming up. But the masses outside don't know about Merlin chain. So that's why it's good for you to tune in to Ordinal Revolution, because you're going to get that information from us. Yep. So I don't know. I know I kind of ranted on about that, but I just feel great where we are.
Yeah, man, and like, there's no other channel. Nobody's talking about Merlin Chain but us. They were talking about B2 Network. They're talking about Satoshi VM. No one's
VM,
talking about Merlin, bro. And
Beefy, yep.
Yeah, or
BeFi.
BeFi, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
BeFi.
no one's talking about Merlin, and I think we're gonna be so ahead of the curve, and you guys are gonna be so thankful for Revolution once this hits. And the only thing I'm worried about with Merlin is the bridge, and it's kind of what I worry about on all these layer twos. So that's not just the Merlin thing; it's kind of like for everything. Is if they can get the bridge corrected, man, it's gonna be so phenomenal. And they got projects dropping like crazy. So I don't know what we want to get into first.
Um, let's go ahead and let's talk about this guy because I made a move on this kind of early and
Yeah,
I regret it a little bit, but I always try to live by the mantra of not regretting anything, right? So the RSIC meta protocol airdrop happened I believe at the beginning of this week.
yep,
And it was airdropped to frog holders, punk holders, node monkey holders, or node monks. I always say node
yep,
monkey, but and I think that maybe a couple other collections as well. I think the puppets,
yep,
but not a bunch, right? So a lot of people felt left out. I ended up getting one because I hold some of those, but I saw a post. I'm not going to say who because it wasn't I would never say that that's the reason why I did something was because somebody else. We're all adults here, but it made sense. I felt like if RSIC, and basically, let me explain real quick. It was supposedly a way for you to mine what they claim going to be the first rune token, and because Casey came out and said that if there's any runes tokens that comes out before the protocol is launched, it's not valid. I was like, okay, I don't think this is going to be that big, and I ended up flipping mine on Magic
yep.
Eden. But I don't know. I wanted to kind of hear what your thoughts were on that.
I'm very bullish on this. I think it's a way to get exposure to runes without with nothing happening right now. And so I'll just kind of get into it. So the as you explained, the airdrop happened this week, and they're actually really actually look like kind of like the minings things, right? Is that what they're supposed to be here? But I have it right here. So this is one of them. And if you look on I'm on ordscan.com, and you can see that this one right here is not activated, right?
Yeah.
So to activate this, you need to send it to yourself. So you just go to Magic Eden, you hit the little three dots, transfer, put your wallet address in there, you transfer it, hit OK, boom. And then after that block is thing, you'll see this will be blue, and it'll say activate it, right? And that's how you activate it. And what happens once you activate it, R6 earned 21 runes per confirmed Bitcoin block. And I say runes because we just don't know the name of the token that you're going to be earning. They haven't came out with it yet because obviously they're afraid that, Casey's going to block it. So what they're going to do is they're going to mint it when everything happens and then be like, oh yeah, that's the token, right? So this is equivalent to 21 per block per 10 minutes. It doesn't always 10 minutes. Sometimes it's 3 minutes and sometimes it's an hour, but it equals out to about 3,024 per day. So every single day that this is activated, you will earn 3,000 of this unnamed token. And to me, I heard that, and I did my research on how to activate it, and I activated it, and now I'm earning 3,000 per day. And obviously, right now I could sell it and take a quick flip and take a quick $2,000, but I kind of want to see. This was free, so I kind of want to see where it goes. I really have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So
Yeah.
obviously this could go to zero, especially when something happens. But potentially I could get more airdrops as well. Like there's rumor that this is from Raktoshi's crew, and Raktoshi's sitting on a lot of money if he's the one who did the node monkeys, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like they're going to airdrop a lot of stuff to node monkeys because they're sitting on a lot of Bitcoin. And it's like let's pump this stuff up. So I feel like if it is those guys, because it's just a rumor, if it is those guys, I feel like there's going to be airdrops with these. I feel like there's going to be a lot more coming. I think this is just the beginning.
Yeah, first of all, I think it's really clever how they did this kind of marketing tactic in terms of being able to mine before before the protocol is even out.
Yeah,
There's like kind of this like just fun and interesting way to get the people engaged into this, right? Because like you have to send it to yourself to activate it. That's cool in itself. And then once you activate it, I don't know if you knew, but that rune symbol on the bottom right, I think it's different on each one,
Oh
and
wow.
it actually turns orange, like once it's actually
Right
activated.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
yeah, and it will turn back white and orange. It depends upon like the movement, and it might be whenever you're actually mining. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. I love this is one of the reasons why I love the ordinal space, because there's so much creativity right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like people are trying to find clever ways to get people engaged, and this is an amazing way. And I expect to see more of this kind of stuff in the future.
Yeah, it's kind of like staking in your wallet, right? It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's like personal staking without no risk. But obviously, your risk is to go to zero because it could Casey come out and say no, that's not happening. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's always a risk. But
Someone had I saw on my Twitter timeline, someone was like, I haven't been in the ordinal space that long, but I received, I think he said like $15,000 worth of airdrops from the RSIC, right? Because
yeah,
how much are they right now?
2,200.
Yeah, so he must have had like 7 or 8 different,
Yeah,
things. And so and he was just like, this is such an amazing experience. And that's kind of the ethos and kind of energy over here. It's
yeah,
like, free mints, airdrops and stuff like that. I think that obviously that will probably slow down once we like this space becomes more mainstream and more normalized, but enjoy it while it's here, man, because man, have you ever experienced anything like this much?
not this many airdrops and like these. I guess because airdrops are just opportunity, right? You're in the right place at the right time. So it's like I never felt this much opportunity ever, ever. Like
Yeah.
there's opportunity every single day, whether it's BRC 420s, where it's airdrops, where it's free mints. Like it's the opportunity is just knocking on the door constantly.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's just really fun. It makes it fun, doesn't it? Because it's
It
like,
does.
man, oh, I'm in this project. I'll probably get an airdrop. I'm in this or whatever. And then like now you're starting to have like what Foxy's doing with the clans. I mean,
Yep.
this is fun. I feel like kind of like a kid again. It's like this gaming feeling to it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
So
For sure. For sure.
all right. Let's see here. All right, let's jump to let's talk about this one right here.
Okay.
So the commoners mint on uncommon sats through Luminex using Magisat to auto buy and inscribe on the Satoshi. So Luminex actually was the launch pad for that.
Yep, Luminex was the launch pad. If you went to commoners.com, it had like a mint button here at the time, and you clicked mint, and it would take you to Luminex. And on Luminex, it had a Magisat button where you could pick one of the uncommons. You could pick an alpha, you could pick a 2009, you could pick whatever, and it would buy it for you. You would click buy, and then one block later, it would let you mint on that same buy. So it was really cool. It was really awesome. I hesitated. I was seeing them at like 500. I went to go buy one, and for some reason, the one I chose was already bought because I was on that screen for a little while, and I was like, should I? I don't know. And then I waited too long, and then all of a sudden, towards the end of the mint, they were all bought up. Magisat went to like $800 per uncommon because people were just, it was easy to just do it off Magisat instead of going to Magic Eden, buying them for 500. People were spending $700-800 on these Satoshis, these uncommon Satoshis, and they were minting right from Luminex. And that was the first time I
Yeah.
see Luminex since I want to say, the early days. So,
Yeah, that's crazy. I was wondering what happened to them, if they were gonna ever come back,
yeah.
because they definitely was, they were kind of in the limelight in the beginning, and then they just disappeared. So it's pretty cool that they came back for this, which was kind of like a, it's definitely like a different type of mint,
Yeah.
so it's perfect for them to kind of come back for this. But yeah, I don't know, like I'm not super crazy about the art yet, but maybe it's because I just haven't seen them. But I am bullish on the fact that they are the first 10K uncommon collection.
Yeah.
I actually picked up 2 on secondary, and I'm bullish on it because like that's probably the collector in me that's like saying, you know what, I got to get these. And I actually shot for like the lower year stats. So on secondary, I'm like, I got a 2012 and I picked up a 2017, right? So I think that's gonna matter once these are like revealed and they're fully gonna be on secondary after they're revealed. So
I definitely like the hoodies. Hoodies are cool.
yeah, hoodies are cool. Yep,
And
for
right
sure.
now on Magic Eden, they're all, you can't see them right yet, right? They're all
Yeah,
just
so on the Luminex, or like you couldn't put it together for the mint either, right?
no. So you
Okay,
don't know what you have. Yeah. On during
gotcha.
the mint, no, there you actually didn't even receive it after you minted it. Like I think oh yeah, I think you did. But I think it was like way later because the blocks were just getting so filled up. But they all looked like this. Every single commoner looks like this. So there's going to be a reveal. We don't know when, but there's going to be some really rare traits. Like if you go look up where I had here, it looks like the no eyes are going to be very rare. So what you're probably going to see, and I've experienced it before after reveals, is people buy a whole bunch of these hoping to get one of these very rare ones, like these no eyes right here. See them right, like this guy right here, the no
Yeah,
eye, because there's only 47. They're going to try to get like the lowest, you know what I mean? Or this one, the gold glasses, they're very rare. So you're going to see people. Let me get one of these blue ones off. There it is. Gold glasses. Yeah, I don't want to see the gold glasses though. It must be a glitch. Oh, there you go. There's the gold glasses right there. But you're probably going to see people like just start dumping them on the floor because they're not rare and just keeping the rare ones. So
yeah, yeah. But what's your outlook on the total like value of these down the road? Because they are the first 10K on uncommon sats. I mean, I feel like being inscribed on uncommon sats as a total collection. There's no other collections like that, right?
yeah. No. I mean, there's some on each. Like I had a uncommon a cursed goose, but that was,
That's
that
a
was only like
one-off though.
three. It was like three in the whole collection.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say is that like
Yeah.
from collection to collect or from end and start to finish of the collection being fully on uncommons, I feel like that makes a big difference. You know what I mean? And it's the first 10K collection. I'm bullish on that, man. I'm bullish on it. If people were like hyped because OMB was on
Mhm.
those like 7-8 block 7, 8, and 9
Yeah.
sats, these are uncommons, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I don't know. And then I want more uncommon collections to come out because
Yeah.
that's going to take away from the circulating supply. It's
Yep.
going to shoot uncommons up, man, in terms of the market supply shock.
Yep.
So I love all this. We anticipated this, and you called it earlier. I think maybe I
Called it
think
on
you
Sunday.
well, what you called was like a black uncommon next on your Twitter
Oh yeah,
timeline.
yeah, yeah. Yep.
And I'd love to see that. I'd love to
Yep.
see something kind of go with that theme, like you know what I'm saying? Like a maybe like an anime or something that's dark,
Yep.
I mean, Death Note style stuff or whatever. But
Well, rumor has it is they're gonna keep doing this, Luminex and whoever put these out. So the pizza sats are next. They're gonna do a version of this on pizza sats, and then after the pizza sats, they're doing black uncommons. And I don't
gotcha.
know how sure that is. I heard that it's just kind of a rumor, but they're gonna keep doing that. And I think Luminex has, they want to because they made $12 on each one.
Oh,
So they
nice.
made 12 times 12,000, 12 times 10,000. So they made a lot of money.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
good for them.
I know. So I'm sure they're going to keep doing it. So next is pizza sats and then black uncommons. And then potentially, I know Magisat has a, Quarry. He said he's doing his own 10,000 collection. I don't know if this was it or not. Remember he said something about he had
Yeah.
10,000 collection?
Yeah. I
So
don't know because he did partner with this, so maybe this is what
yeah,
he was talking about. I
could
I
be.
thought it would be maybe something different than this, but hey, nevertheless, they first is first. And so I think this is going to do well down the line just
Yeah.
because of history. So
Yep, for sure. And that's the commoners.
Yep. All right, we'll touch on this real quick. Omnisat adds track to testnet. They seem like they're expanding quickly. Okay, so like Omnisat is really their testnet numbers are just going up. A lot of people are using it
Yeah.
and testing it out. I hope that, you know, those guys figure it out, because I really like Bunzi and Hathbanger and that whole team, Pineapple
Jake
team.
Allen. Yep.
Yeah, Jake and all them. But not so Omnisat, I'm bullish on them as a team, and hope that they can get that swap together. Now let's talk about Track. Track has been everywhere lately. You know what I mean? They have been like, they're partnered with, like, they entered the test net with Omnisat, and I know Benny was talking to Bunzi and them too before this happened. They've been working with Karma Coin. We're gonna get into that. OCM. They're doing all types of stuff with the NAT token. They're everywhere, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, what do you think about Track too? I mean, in all this.
Yeah, I mean, right now Track's kind of getting pushed down a little bit to all the layer 2s that are coming out. You know, Track is a layer 1 protocol, well, multiple layer 1 protocols. They have Pipe, which is, you know, a Runes kind of clone. Well, I guess Runes will be a Pipe clone at that point, but it's kind of like you know, they're doing similar to that, and they get their kind of clone off BRC 20, which is a lot different though, because they have so many more options of stuff that they can do. But yeah, I mean, I'm bullish on Track. I'm bullish on Benny. I'm bullish on Tap and bullish on Pipe. But I think they're gonna have to take the back seat for a little bit, and watch these layer 2s. But I think they'll have their time to shine again.
But it's just so crazy how many partnerships that they have right now. And people, like, before, it seemed like people were kind of shying away from them in terms of
Yeah.
partnerships, but now people are like gravitating to them. Now, not everybody, I feel like still kind of like Asia isn't as much, but like everybody in the Western world
Yeah.
that's in this ecosystem seems to be gravitating towards Track.
It
So
does seem that way. Yeah.
doesn't it? And so I mean, that's okay. Like, they can still like solidify their place. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be enough liquidity for most of these big players. Obviously, they're gonna want more and more, because that's just how human nature is. But you know, I feel like Track really could be that, like, that chain link, that name that comes out of like this ecosystem.
Yeah.
Not just one name, there's gonna be multiple, because like you had like Chainlink, MakerDAO, you had all these
Yep.
big projects that came out of the ETH DeFi boom. Right now it's gonna be like Track. I think it's gonna be one of those names. But you know, we'll see what happens, because like you said, they kind of have to split their liquidity, because like in terms of Track, the token itself, like they have Tap ecosystem, and then like you said, Pipe too, right? So
Yeah.
if you're a Track supporter, you're probably gonna first try to get into Track, right? Wouldn't you? Or what do you think?
To me though, I'm looking for more X's, you know. So I'm gonna get in something a little more degen. So I would get into like
Tap.
minus
Okay.
tap, you know what I mean? Or like, or pipe token, or something maybe even a little more degen than that. Maybe something like, I don't know, Ordfi, you know what I mean? Or based. So for me, I'm looking for more X's. Track is already, you know, that $100 million, near $100 million, no, $100 million.
They're at like 80 million.
Yeah, $80 million, you know,
Yeah.
so then a 10x to them is 800 million. So
But
it's a
that's
lot of money
very
that needs to
possible.
come in. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I'd rather get 100x of $10
Yeah.
million going into something. You know what I mean? So
And I think from someone that's like experienced in DeFi and in the space, that's probably the way that us degens think, right?
yeah, yeah,
But like for someone that's more conservative
yes,
and like and they hear the brand name over and over, they're newer to crypto, then
yep,
in their mind they're like, oh, Track, man, Track, this Track is good. You know what I'm saying? So it is a bit of a safe play
yep,
in terms of like all these degen plays, right?
yeah.
But yeah, man,
For
it's definitely crazy.
for people who buy Bitcoin and buy ETH and stuff, it's you know, to them Track is a degen play. You know what I mean? To them,
Yeah.
but Track's probably the safest. Track's a little too safe for me. That's why I'm saying it's a very safe coin, and it's going to go up. It's going to minimum 10x, right?
Yeah.
But it's a very safe play.
Dude, you remember whenever like we first started covering Track? It was 7 cents.
11 cents.
No, it was 7 at first. I got in at
Yeah.
7 at
Did
first.
you? I got in
Yeah,
11.
but
Yeah.
it's just so wild to see, like, you know, the evolution of the space, and how like we're saying now like Track is too safe. At
I
that
know.
time we were like, should we? You know,
I
but
know.
at the same time, man. It's awesome.
Well,
But
back
like,
then we were dealing with stuff like was it the Omni token, right? That just failed, and Track was like, it was a tough time. It was a lot riskier to invest in Track back then, though. 'Cause we just
the
didn't.
Ohm
We have
token, the Ohm
Ohm
token.
token. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
that's right.
Yeah. So it was just like it was a lot more risky back then. Like like
Yeah.
even Bitcoin in 2010 it was a lot more riskier than it is today. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're paying a higher price for them, but the risk factor isn't there like it was.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. There's definitely different levels to risk too. So the Omnisat, like that swap, guys, look out for that. They're doing, a ton of work over there. We had them on the show. If you didn't check it out, check out that episode. But they're doing a lot of testnet stuff. It seems like they're very confident. We put liquidity pools together when we used it. Go mess around with it. I believe they're tracking activity. They didn't confirm anything in terms of
Yep.
giving anything back, but I would mess with it just to take a chance on doing, them doing something for the testers.
I mean, there's a governance button here. All right.
Yeah. So
It was a lot of times comes with governance buttons, comes with governance tokens. And a lot of times governance tokens are airdropped to testnet users.
yeah, we shall see. We
Use
shall
it.
see.
Use
Yeah.
it now. But yeah. I mean, there's no risk.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
there's no
testnet.
hurt. There's nothing to hurt. You put your wallet in testnet mode, and you go and you
Yeah.
go to the BTC faucet site, and you just get BTC, and you just mess
Yep.
with it. So
No guarantees, but it's free. So.
Yep, exactly. Well, let's transition over here. Karma Coin OCM on-chain monkey partners with Track. Wow, we just talked about Track again.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is an interesting partnership, to be honest with you. I didn't expect OCM to be partnering with Track at all. But you can see here, let's see where it talks about it. Give me 1 second right here. Where is it? Okay. There's a medium here. So it says the on-chain monkey community is poised to introduce a defining element to the digital asset landscape, the Karma token. More than just a cryptocurrency, Karma is a strategic initiative meticulously crafted to enhance the OCM brand and galvanize its vibrant community. Okay, right here. So it says insight to Karma's tokenomics, laying the foundation for growth. It says yada, yada, yada. Right here says airdrop allocation, a substantial 70% of the total supply amounting to 700 million Karma tokens is earmarked for airdrop to the OCM and Track and Pipe communities, ensuring a robust initial distribution. So this is crazy. It goes token swap incentive. 20% of the supply is reserved for a token swap, connecting Track holders to the Karma vision and fostering a new nexus between these communities. So basically, you can actually swap your Track for this new Karma token. It says community treasury, a strategic reserve of 10% bolsters the community treasury, intended for initiatives that will support the growth of the overall ecosystem. So they're actually trying to allocate a certain amount, or not allocate, but have people swap their Track for this Karma token to put into the OCM treasury because they want Track token in there. So to me, that's bullish, right? That's bullish on Track. It says a total of 112 Karma tokens will be allocated to the holders of Track. That's 5.33 Karma tokens will be airdropped for every Track token held.
Wow.
Yeah, so snapshot date for Track holders will be announced at a later date. So guys, if you hold Track, just know that you are due 5.33 Karma tokens per Track token. And make sure you're following the Karma coin, and it's at Real Karma Coin on X. But this is the part that makes me bullish on Track. So it says token swap for Track holders. A total of 200 million Karma tokens will be allocated for the token swap, raising 500,000 Track for the community treasury. They're trying to get 500,000 Track. How much does that equal?
Bullish on Track.
That's times $4. That's times $4 right now.
Yeah. What's that?
So I mean, that's
$2 million. No.
Yeah, $2 million.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, this is the reason why, like, this makes me bullish, because like we know that Danny Yang is one of the co-founders of
Mhm.
OCM, and he's a super intelligent dude. He was running Stanford Bitcoin meetups, I think in 2000, I want to say 13,
Yeah.
maybe 10 or 13. Anyways, uh, he's close friends with the Charlie Lee from the Litecoin
Yep.
founder. And so we're talking about really highly intelligent people that are trying to get their treasury filled up with track token.
Yeah.
So, but to your point, it's really about like, what's your goal, right? Like you and we've done well with track, right?
Yeah.
Already. Right. And I still have my bag, but I think, for you, it seems like your approach is more of like, okay, look, I got through like level 1. Now I'm
Yeah.
trying to find these like new opportunities.
I want to find the
You
next
have,
track.
yeah, exactly. For me, I'm half and half. Like I
Yeah.
definitely, we definitely have the same perception in terms of new opportunities, but I think you're looking for that a little bit more harder than I am. I'm still looking daily, but I still
Yeah.
hold on to some of the things that I feel like is, going to have a good trajectory in the future. So
Yeah.
I think it's good to have both of those perspectives for the
For sure.
show, and for
100%.
our audience and community. So, but final answer, how bullish are you on track though? Do you think they get to
100%.
like, do you think they
Uh,
get to a billion market cap or higher or
I,
lower?
I think 800 million. I'm gonna go plus or minus 200 million.
Yeah.
That's just kind
So
of how I'm feeling with them.
yeah, so it could get to a billion or kind of 500 million to that. Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
and that's a success though, right? Like if they get,
100%.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
top 100 token. I mean, if Track, a Bitcoin coin, who's something that nobody ever thought would exist, is in the top 100 on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, that is 100% a success. And I shout out Benny, man. I'm so proud of what he's built and what he's going to be building. And I'm so bullish on them. So bullish.
yeah. He deserves it, man. Like he's like one of those people that has been grinding in the space, and
Yep.
if you like him, if you don't, like, you can't deny the fact that like he's been in day in and day out, just like us, right? Like,
Yep.
but like on a different front, like a builder in his community. And we definitely appreciate him because he's given us chances to interview him first, by
Yep.
the way,
Yep.
to interview Benny from Track before we were on Ordinal Revolution. But I'm just happy for him because he deserves it, all the hard work he puts in. And now you can't even, he doesn't have time for like little chit chats anymore.
Well, he is coming to our space this Saturday. He said he'll be there. So we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah, and shout out Benny, man. For him to come to our little spaces, man. It's pretty cool. But yeah,
For sure, for sure. All right, enough about Track. We're definitely bullish on them. Oh, did you want to go somewhere else?
no, that's fine. We can do that.
Okay, so I didn't know where you were about to go, but anyways,
No, I was just deleting that off. But
oh,
yeah,
okay. So Foxy Metaverse Ordinal Revolution Clan. This is our clan that we have. We officially partnered with Foxy. We had an announcement on our X account, and basically, we're going to be a part of this, like the Metaverse Bitverse that they are creating, and supposedly there's going to be like, it's going to be gamified. There's going to be games in there, and every partner is going to have their own clan channel.
yeah,
Probably a little bit more than I do on this, but like, how do you feel about it?
yeah, man. I am pumped for this. This is the first of the metaverses. Obviously, there's IMSO Chris, what he's building, but I think Foxy is kind of, I wouldn't say in the lead right now, but they're already they're making partnerships and they're kind of pushing things out. And this is gonna be really cool because really good experience. He was in our spaces. He talked about the potential Gary Gensler like boss, and we're all attacking him with our avatars. And I'm gonna need like a whole crew of people, and that crew is gonna be my clan, right? So Ordinal Revolution, we partnered with them because we want our own clan, and we are going to be the #1 clan. So we're going to need you guys to go in this Discord link, click that. We're going to have our own room. So it's not there yet, but I talked to Foxy today, and with the partnership, they're going to give us our own room inside of their Discord where we can chat, but still be a part of that community. But Ordinal Revolution is going to be the #1 clan in Foxy. Everyone, they're going to think about, oh, well, we can't get past those Ordinal Revolution guys. So I want to get all our members, everyone we know, join us. Let's rock this thing, guys. Ordinal Revolution to the moon.
100%. We need you guys to, get into this. Let's get hyped together. This is going to be fun. This is one of
Yeah.
the things I was talking about earlier. It's like, it makes you feel kind of like a kid again in Ordinals. There's new innovators in the space, and they're especially the bitmap space. And, this is going to be fun. So we need you guys to bring it. We'll drop our Discord in there, right? Or do we don't have our personal one yet for that, the channel?
We don't have a channel yet, but just look up channels to my side. But get in there first, do the verify,
Yeah.
get all ready, and then eventually, probably within the next couple of days, you'll see the Ordinal Revolution clan channel, and probably a bunch of other clan channels as well. But guys, I just let you know, if you're on Team Ordinal Revolution, you're gonna be live streamed to the channel every time we play. It'll be live streamed. It'll be a video, so I can be like, "Yo, Danny boy, just killed it!" Like live on the stream, or yeah, go left, go left, go left. It's going to be a fun time. Join us for this. It's going to be great. And this is the first of many partnerships for Ordinal Revolution. So
yeah, for sure. We got some more to announce coming up. But one other thing I wanted to shout out to them is they're going to have a drop here for one of their characters in their game, I believe. And I'm not sure exactly when that drop is going to happen, but let's see. Calendar mint date is January 25th is when this is going to happen. So it's going to be exciting. It's their first Bitverse character, or first bit pets for Bitverse. So, like the thing about Foxy that I like is that they build in silence, but then like they come to our spaces, they go to these conventions. They're a positive builder in the space. I feel like, you know what I mean? It's like kind of like bring your lunch. They take their lunch pail to work every day. They're grinding, they're doing all that kind of stuff. And I love that about them, because they're not loud, like, hey, look at us, blah blah blah, but they still do the work.
Dude, and Foxy comes to our spaces, they sit for an hour and a half before they talk. Like they're doing such great things, man. I'm so proud that they're a part of Ordinals, and I'm glad that we now have a connection with them. So
for sure.
And it's not paid at all, guys. This is not a paid partnership whatsoever. We're not making nothing off this. This is just us helping them out, and in the end, they're giving us a clan and stuff like that. So just so you guys know, it's not a paid sponsorship whatsoever.
Yeah, it's just two OG, projects, if you will, or entities kind of just partnering up in the space. And I love it, man. It's not anybody that just came in and they're just like, you want a partnership or whatever. And so it's going to be really, really fun. But my question to you is, I think Foxy's making a lot of good decisions, because they're obviously talented builders, in terms of like this metaverse, but they're like doing the right things, in my opinion. Like they're integrating BRC 420. They're partnering with us. They're partnering with Track. They're partnering with Genie Data. They're partnering with all these people in the space that are OGs that have been here, and they're doing it quietly, right? They're doing it smartly, strategically. Do you think that like other builders in their space, like the bitmap metaverse space, should kind of follow that strategy? Or what do you think about that strategy?
100%, dude. That's genius. It's it's kind of like something that we talked about together. Like we want to get partnerships with all the OGs, right? And I think they're kind of following up with that as well. And they're playing it really smart, man. Like I thought they were the kind of the dark horse in the metaverse space, especially with IMSO Chris and Expectar. I thought they were kind of third, but I think they took the #1 spot.
Wow, that's a strong statement. I mean, like I said, you can't take anything away from them, and I'm excited to see what they're once they have this mint, how they're going to integrate it into their world. It's going to be exciting, man, because you got people like them that are trying to do the platform, and there's other aspects to it, right? Like the social side, and then you have like a team like Inscribe.space that's doing more of like build it yourself, and so like all this stuff is like coming together, so I want to see where we are in like 3 months, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be exciting.
Awesome.
Can't wait.
For sure. All right, where do you want to go next? Because
we can jump to the blue wand first, so that's cool.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll share my screen. So this week, I think it was a couple days ago, I was scrolling through Twitter like I always do, and I typed in hashtag BRC420.
And you just told your secret. You just told your secret.
I told my secret. That's what I do. That's how I found this. It was not given to us by anybody. I typed in hashtag BRC20, and I hit latest, and this came up. And what it is, it's by the Bitzard team, Bitzard team. And what they're doing is really cool. Like, so they have this game called Bitmap War, and I'm going to be able to gamble my bitmap in a competition. So it's to say, Jeffrey talked about this in our last video, but I can put my bitmap up against Yagobi's bitmap, and we can do some type of competition with these avatars and stuff like that. And then I'm going to win and take Yagobi's bitmap, right?
No.
But it's another gamified thing, right? So
Yeah.
it's really cool. And then, so this was a free mint, 17 cents, I think it was, because it's the cheapest you can do. I think it's might be more than that, like 22 cents now, because Bitcoin's a little higher. But I think it's not much at all. And then this was a free mint. Me and you got in this because I saw it. And if you're a member of our channel, we put out a members video the night before talking about what we were going to get into. So if you're not a part of the members group, get a part of the members group, because those videos come quick and they're not structured kind of like these episodes. It's a lot easier for us to hop on and say, yo guys, we're checking this out. This is the video. Go check it out. 2-3 minute videos. We pop them on, tell you exactly what we're doing, tell you our portfolios, everything. So join the members group, because those guys already made, and it's $10 a month. Those guys made way more than that just on this call alone. So I would definitely check that out. But anyway, we got in this I think Tuesday morning. I was before I went to work, I just was knocking this stuff out, and it was fun. We got we got some each, and we were very happy with it. We paid a lot in gas though. If you do something like this with a free mint, put the gas to 150.
Don't risk it, guys.
Don't risk it. Don't risk it.
Yeah, but I gotta give you props, dude, man. Like, because I think I had minted those rocks earlier that day.
Yep.
And because I saw Block's post about them, and you had told me about the wands later that night, and I was like, what is that? And the more I looked into it, I was like, oh my god, these could actually do very well. And it was one of those hush hush mints over here, like in BRC 420. No one told us about it. This was literally Shizzy was digging and doing his research. But if you look at the top of the wand, what's in the middle of that?
Ooh, it's a blue and it's a box.
Exactly, right? So that that automatically kind of just stuck out to me. And I was like, there's gonna be something big about this. And then also the Merlin wand, and Jeff talked about his favorite character being Merlin, and in that image for Merlin chain. And I was just like, and the picture of the mint was the wand that he was holding. Remember, it had highlighted it. So I was like, this is gonna be big, man. And I do really think this is gonna be big. It's already shot up. If you just go to Marketplace and just click on Marketplace on the top left, you can see it's already top 5, I think.
It's not yet.
Go to hit on that. Yeah, hit that. There you go. Let's see where it is.
It's not up there yet. It's not showing.
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 9.
So it's in the top 10. It's in the top 10 barely. But this has only been day one. How much is it selling for right now?
$85.
Okay, so I mean, it's jumped up in one day. It's jumped up from I think it was selling at 20 at first. So 4x.
It went down. The lowest I saw it was $11. It never hit single digits, but it was close.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm extremely bullish on this, and also you get token allocations for holding these, I believe.
Yes. Let me show that real quick. So I had it right here. I think it's you get 500 tokens per wand you have, and the token is the BTZD token, and we got that number from the allocation. So 10% goes. I'm sorry. 10% goes to the blue wand allocation. So 10% of the 210 million equals out to about 500 per wand. So every wand you hold, you'll get 500 tokens. So let's just say you have 10, you'll get what's that? You'll get about 5,000 tokens. So just for having 10 of them. So I would definitely recommend. You know what? They're kind of high in price right now. I don't know if I'd recommend them at this price, but I'm very bullish on them. They're up a lot. A lot of times too, when they go up this high, they kind of retrace a little bit. So big,
and we don't recommend anything, but recommend researching though is what we do.
Yeah, I recommend researching it, but I recommend at least looking for this stuff, and I recommend potentially catching the next one. So I would or just let me do the work and you just become a member. and just and get the notification video, right? So
yeah, we make it easy. We make it easy for you. You know, we cook the steak, we serve it right up. But no,
yep,
you know, this is just an example, another example of you know what the benefits of being in the space day in and day out, right? Guys, this is not like some easy thing that like Shizzy and I have just all of a sudden overnight like we're finding these awesome mints and stuff. No, like it's taken time for us to get to this point to be able to develop the research skill set and stuff like that. And so, you know, just know that you got to put the effort in if you want something great. And so, you know, unless you want to pay the $10 membership. It's a shortcut.
We only get $5 of that. YouTube takes the other 5, so it's not like we're getting much from this, guys. We're not making much from these at all. But you know, if we can get 1,000 members, you know, things might change.
Help. Yeah.
But yeah, so blue wands symbolize the balance of power and duty for its holders, who shape the Bitverse world's future while gaining special in-game abilities and the economic benefits through BTZD token allocation. So that's the one, guys.
Yep. Man, I'm so excited, dude. I'm so excited for Merlin Chain. And that's just one of the things. And I was creeping in some GitHub and I saw a little something, but I'm not going to talk about that. But I'm just excited, you know, for all the projects that we know as of now that are coming over there. But, you know, we got to get on the chain first. So,
yeah, man.
All right.
We have one more thing on our menu, right?
Yep. One last thing here. Genesis Cat just sold for 254K, 6.3 Bitcoin. This is the highest ordinal sale on Sotheby's ever. So, I mean, this is the Genesis Cat, right? So this is the very first one that they created. Is that how it is?
Yeah, it's the very first one. It was the idea for the entire thing. This was created before anything else. And I have it actually right here. I can add to my screen right here. And this is it right here. So you can see there's a whole bunch of other cats inside. And then it goes up to being just one special cat. I guess you could say 3 special cats. But this is it right here. This sold for $254,000.
That's so crazy.
Dollars. So yeah, man. So there's someone out there that holding this. And then I think that's why they're charging so much for it, right? I was initially against it. But this has, you know, some staying power right now. So
yeah, it's kind of like the shrooms and the Bitcoin rocks, or like the first rocks. But you know, it's just I don't know. So like, are you still kind of in that camp to where you're just like you don't like what they're doing because the mint price and all that stuff? Or are you just kind of like whatever?
4,100 is a lot of money, man.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like for that to go to 40 grand, like that's only a 10x. You know, so it's like. I don't know. Like I said before, I'm more into the finding small gems, and this is already going to come out to be a big boy. This is going to be, it's already going to come out to being what's the market cap from day one? It's going to be
how many are there? 10,000?
3,033.
Okay.
Times 4 grand. It's already a $13 million market cap at mint. You know what I mean? So like that's
you said the supply is 3,033.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
3,333, and then how much is the price?
Like 4,100.
Okay. Yeah, about 13.6 million market cap.
That's mint, guys. So for this just the double, it has to be almost a $25 million market cap. And right now,
that's nothing in terms of like NFTs like at peak, because I think Bored Apes got to 10 billion.
Yeah.
So like but like that's not going to be every project, right? So
Node Monkeys and Frogs are at 70 million right now. So I guess it's a 7x from there. So
yeah, and the thing is that like the last NFT craze, like whenever that was happening in 2021, you had like that $10 billion market cap obviously was the highest, and then like Punks too, that was really high too. But then like you had the other stuff that benefited from that run up. I think like what was it, what was the bird one?
Bird one.
Yeah, it was the god dang it.
The pudgy
moonbirds. Those got to like I think 100K or something, didn't they? Like got to like they got to low 6 figures. So like I think that's what we're gonna see once like we're full form in bull, right? Like we'll see like the node monkeys, the like OMB node monkeys, frogs, and then like possibly some of these that, but like they can't all be like $10 billion market caps. You know what I mean? So
I agree. All right.
Let's jump into why you come here, and this is the BRC 20 weekly market update. All right, come on, let's load up here. Unisat, there we are. Okay, coming in the number one spot in 24-hour is Track, up 1%. I think they've been getting a lot of news highlighted in the news. So $3.97 is where they're sitting at right now. Number two is Ordi, up 1.15%, sitting at $56.96. Wow, that's chep. That's cheap, man. Wow.
Compared to $80, it was that right?
Yeah, $88. Yep. Damn. And then you have number three, GPRF, up 97.6%. That's a lot in terms of 24-hour volume, sitting at 2 cents. Yeah. Number four, Ghosty, down 2.72%. I bet you it's up in price though. Let's take a look here. It's at 52 cents, so it's about the same as it was the last time we checked. FCDP, I was worried about this guy. I hadn't seen him in the news or in the top 24 recently, and I hold a little bit. It's up 4.85%, sitting at $248.70. So, they're one of the projects that supposedly on the modular system with Unisat. What's going on with the modular system in Unisat? Are they going to lose this war or what?
Yeah, I think they're worried. Right now they're worried about their wallet. They're trying to get their mobile wallet out, and then they're definitely doing things with I think Domo and stuff like that with this upgrade, right? And then B squared and stuff like that. They have a lot going on, and they might not have enough developers, man. So I think that I think the swap in the modular system's kind of on hold right now, but I could be wrong.
Do you think they bit off more than they can chew?
No, I just think that the wallet was supposed to drop in December, but they're probably trying to get that up as fast as they can, so they have all their devs working on it. That's just my opinion. I don't know anything about it, but I just think that's what's going on right now. I think they'll put the focus probably back on this once the mobile wallet is up. And I'm excited for the mobile wallet because there's some stuff I can't do when I'm out and about that I only can use Xverse for. And I can't wait to get Unisat mobile. So I'm actually kind of glad that they're going full force on that. So
yeah. I was thinking about them, and I'll move on after this last statement. But like, I was thinking about like Unisat and how they might have to pick like an industry, because like they're probably the most used wallet, I would say, in the space. But then like they're also fighting for like an exchange, being the main exchange, and you just don't see that in other ecosystems. It's either wallet or exchange, So we'll have to see. Number six, Pepe is up 14.29% and is sitting at 9 cents. Sats is number seven. Sats has been out of the top three for a while. I bet you it's at 6 zeros and a 4.7 if I was to guess, but it's up 0.87% of a percent for the day, and it's at 6 zeros 4.3. Wow, even lower. Goodness. Number 8 is Council. Our guys from the Council, they're back in the mix here. They're up 18.85% in 24-hour volume, sitting at $232.66. Wow, they're making some noise. Number 9 is HSUC, sitting at 0% in terms of 24-hour volume. Number 10, BMP, down 14.78%. Are they at 1 cent? Wow, they're below 1 cent now. Come on, Jack Lou, you got to do something, devs. Let's do something, devs.
I know, it's getting beat up.
And then number 11, we got LIGO sitting here up 2.29% on the 24-hour, and they made a rebound because they were down pretty bad. So 4 zeros and a 1.4. They got down below 10, but now they're back up. So so then you have Graph GRPH down 5.61%, sitting at number 12 at 84 cents. .com is out of like the top 10 for the first time in a while, sitting up 6.38% on 24 volume, sitting at $2.16. They've taken a dive. Number 14, AINN, up 50%. Sounds like a new token. I'm not familiar with them. They're sitting at 64 cents. Row Up is up 7.91%, sitting at 0.0060. You have RCSV up 0.11% on the 24, sitting at 36 cents. Rats is up 16%, sitting at 0.0003. And then you have Shint, SHNT, Satoshi Hunters, sitting at 6.27%, sitting at 15 cents. So this has been pretty steady. Francis and his team have been really kind of hammering it away. They're supposed to have their platform launch here in the next week or so. We will update you guys. Hopefully we can get him on the show. He said he wanted to jump on, so we'll see. Eorb down 14% on the 24-hour volume, sitting at 24 cents. Traverse back in the top 24 or 23, down 0.19%, sitting at 4.017. Bits comes in at 21, down 3.53%. Sitting at 16 cents. Gold is 0 volume on the 24 hours, sitting at $33.70. And you got Zing finishing it up here at number 23 at 0 volume, 0% volume, and sitting at 3 cents there.
Zing.
Zing, zing, zing. And that is your BRC20 weekly market update.
All right, and I'll take it from here. I'll take you guys over to Magic Eden. Look at our digital artifacts part of it. We got RSIC sitting in that number one spot due to 165 Bitcoin in volume over the last 2 days,
nuts.
bro. 2 days. This thing is insane right now.
That's node monks like.
No monks have fallen, do they?
I know, but remember when they had like that string of days to where they were like doing like 300 Bitcoin? It was wild.
But yeah, they kind of took the space there, right there. So that's number one. They got the Pizza Ninjas in number 2 with 71 BTC in volume, sitting at 0.07. The Node Monks in that third spot, sitting at 0.167 at 65.89 Bitcoin in volume. And then you got the Puppets, man. They're up from last week, sitting at 0.036, sitting at 29 Bitcoin in volume. The rare sets, take a look at the uncommons. The uncommons really went up to about $800 yesterday, and they've fallen back to about $400. So that's the power of these
collections.
These collections, man. They can really take uncommons to another level and then watch it kind of fall back down there. So I'm actually looking at this to drop under 300 if I can pick up some under 300, because I did play this a little bit. I had a bunch of uncommons that I sold up at like 500-600, and then I'm looking to buy them back at 300 hopefully. So we'll see what happens with that. Jumping back to Magic Eden, we'll jump over to Bitmap sitting at 0.0045. And then we have Bitcoin Frogs in that 7th spot, sitting at 0.164 at 14.5 Bitcoin in volume. Bitcoin Boost coming in that 8th spot. This is the Bootylation? Is that how you say that?
Battalion.
Battalion. Okay.
Battalion. Bitcoin Boost
Battalion. All right, but they look pretty cool. They're actually kind of cheap. There's only 1.8. The owner ratio is nice. 1.8 to 1.2.
The inscription numbers are high on these, unless they're the cursed ones, which that's what I'd be shooting for.
Yeah, they're cursed.
Yeah, I'd be trying to get the cursed ones.
Oh, they have both. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Jumping back to Magic Eden, we have the Bitcoin Cats sitting at 11 Bitcoin in volume, sitting at 0.0093. The Commoners we just talked about earlier, sitting at 0.019 at 9.54 Bitcoin in about 12 hours. Not even. I think they got listed earlier today. And then 11th spot, we got Bobble and Genify. Yeah, Bobble and Genify. Not sure what that is. And then we have the Shadows in that 12th spot, sitting at 0.054. And I do this all, guys, on the 7-day. So that's why that is there. But yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's pass it back over to BRC 420, and the number one spot with total volume, as always, is the Blue Cube, sitting at 0.485 is the floor, $19,459. Number 2 is Mineral, which has been in that second spot for a very, very long time. A lot of people are just trading this thing, man, and this thing we're both bullish on because the Merlin chain, they're going to be one of the first dApps that is supposedly going to be launching there. It's sitting at 0.00759. $304.81. Number 3 comes in. This song is about NFTs. It's sitting at 0.012, $481.48. Number 4 is The Key. Man, this key is getting traded a lot, and I still don't know what it is, but it's a 0.00039. Sitting at $15.65. This one is the one that was interesting to us. It has $505,000 worth of volume. There's definitely there's a business model behind this. When we looked it up, it's basically being able to offer people on layer 2 cheap inscriptions, because you're going to roll all of the transactions up. If you own one of these, you get access to it. It's very interesting, but the floor is $100,000, $100,307, 2.5 Bitcoin is the floor. There's only 21 total in supply. Do some research on this, guys. This one's very interesting. After that is Bitmap Town coming in at 0.00127, $50.96. Then you got MetaBox coming in after that at 0.0078, $312.96. Then you have IQ50 Club coming in at 0.037, $1,484.55. And then the blue one comes in at number 9, coming in at 0.00212. We talked about this earlier, $85.06. Then Sir White Paper comes in at 0.00215, which is $86.26. And that is your top 10. Let's go over our avatars, our shill moment. Page 5 here. I believe I'm on page 5 unless I got booted off. Sitting here, Resident Yagobi, 207 minted or claimed. And you have 48 holders. Thank you so much to all your holders. Floor price of $44, but you can mint it for $3.68. So why would you buy it on secondary? Just mint it up. Appreciate all the supporters there. And then you have Resident Shizzy on page 6. You should be. Did they boot
I
you?
got pushed to page 7. Oh no!
You might have, man. You might have. There you are.
There I am.
30 mints with 26 holders there. And yeah, that is the BRC 420 market update.
Hell yeah. And I'll take you guys over to the Atomicals. Got Adam in that number 1 spot, sitting at $8.97 with about 24-hour volume is 5.3 Bitcoin. You got Sofon, 1.16 sats, sitting at 2.54 in volume. They got Quark sitting at around 0.004, 9.3 sats, not bad. 0.97 in volume. AVM sitting at 0.28 in volume, sitting at around 13 cents and 6. And we got Neutron sitting at 0.001. Rome sitting at 31 cents. Rome's battling back here. We got Atomi sitting at 0.005. Demint at 0.024. And this dollar-wise, sitting at 60 sats for Demint. Proton sitting at a penny, 24 sats. So that is your update. I jump over to the collections part of it. Take a look at the Toothies sitting at $549. They got all the way down to about 400, bro.
Did they?
A little bit. Yeah, they battled back a little bit here.
Wow.
So they're just sitting here. This is the first collection on Atomicals, guys. The first collection. So.
And remember, guys, you're going to be able to like bridge these over to Merlin chain. They announced that Atomicals is one of the protocols they support. So
yeah, man. We got the dragons. What are the dragons? $160 for the dragons? What are they? Yeah, $160. They look pretty cool. I like the dragons.
Yeah, they are pretty cool, actually.
And that is your Atomicals update.
All right, I'm going to go over the TAP protocol tokens that I updated today on my Twitter. You can always find all the fungible token, like top market caps on my Twitter at Yagobiverse. So DMT comes in at the top at $41 million market cap, plus or minus 0. Not really any movement there. Number 2 is minus TAP at 15.1 million, plus 4% on the day on that market cap. Number 3 is Gib, 9.2 million, plus 8%. This is the only one that's really on fire. Dark is at 8.8. Dark City is at 8.8 million, plus 2%. Based is at 1.4 million, plus 3%. This is all plus and minus on the 24 or the previous day's market cap. OrdFi is number 6 at 840,000, no movement. Miner 800,000, plus 3%. RPG 630,000, no movement. Bitmap 630,000, no movement. Benny 562,000, plus 3%. Biddle 420,000, no movement there. Troll 210K, down 50%, a little bit cold. Then you got Santi at 210K, plus or minus 0, no movement. Ago at 102.7K, plus 3%. Then we'll get in the pipe tokens here. Pipe number 1 at 37.5 million, plus 2%. Lane 2.93 million, no movement. Rune 840K, plus 100%. Kind of on fire, that one. Etch at 630,000, no movement. UTXO 210K, no movement. X Pipe 210K, no movement. And then you have Troll for the Pipe token Troll at $25,120 plus 3%. Then the last one that we have is the CBRC20 tokens. Moto comes in at number 1, 27.7 million, down 7%, pretty cold. This is the only token protocol that the first token launched isn't the highest market cap, which is very weird. Number 2, Board comes in at 16.8 million, plus 7%. CBRC20 at CBRC 1.43%, up 1.43 million, up 7%. Then you have CPunk at 361,000, down 4%. Then you have CLTR at 337%, up 4%. You have Node token at 289,000 plus 4%. And then SYMM, SYMM at 278,000, down 9%. Data 253,000 plus 4%. You have HODL at 126,000 plus 4%, and then Junk at $3,094 plus 4%. So that is the CRC20 market update. So we've covered everything, guys. Every fungible that you can think of that is out right now, I believe. So
everything.
Yep.
And I will take you guys over to one more spot, if you guys don't mind. I'm taking you over to ordinalrevolution.com. See, if you guys don't know what Merlin Chain is and you're looking for it, go over to ordinalrevolution.com. Check out this article that we put together on there. And if you look up here to the right here, click on right here. And this will take you to our Shopify, where you guys can get all your merch. I know we showed it in the beginning, but we're going to show it one more time. Check this out. It supports the channel. And hey, get some cool merch. See you guys in Nashville. Anyone wearing one of our gear, man, we'll definitely have something for you. Well, we don't know what it is, but we're going to talk about it. But yeah, that is ordinalrevolution.com. But yeah, that's our show, guys. We really appreciate you guys. If you cannot watch, you can definitely listen. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on all streaming platforms. Really appreciate you guys. Check out our memberships. Check out our website. We're here for you guys, man. So we expect you guys to be there for us. So thank you, guys.
Peace.
Ordinal Revolution. Let's go.